This is why Scar really teamed up with the Hyenas. The Lion King theory. Who is Scar? Scar, born Taka, was the younger brother of Mufasa, destined to be overshadowed by his elder sibling. While Mufasa embodied strength, leadership, and nobility, Scar was cunning, strategic, and sharp-witted. He often felt the sting of being the lesser lion in the eyes of their father, King Ahadi, and the pride. Scar's intelligence and quick wit, qualities he took pride in, were often dismissed or undervalued in a world that glorified brute strength. Growing up, Scar harbored a mix of admiration and envy for Mufasa. As Mufasa was groomed to be king, Scar became increasingly resentful of his own lack of recognition. This resentment festered into bitterness when Mufasa ascended to the throne. To Scar, Mufasa's rule symbolized his own failures and the loss of everything he believed he deserved. What motivated Scar to team up with the Hyenas? Scar's decision to collaborate with the Hyenas was not made lightly. The Hyenas, outcasts of the Pride Lands, lived on the fringes, struggling to survive in the desolate elephant graveyard. To Scar, the Hyenas represented something profound: misfits. Just like him, shunned and denied their place in the circle of life. But Scar's motivation went deeper. He believed Mufasa's reign was not as harmonious as it seemed. The Pride Lands flourished under Mufasa, but Scar felt the kingdom was built on a hierarchy that excluded the weak and marginalized. The Hyenas' plight became a symbol of Scar's own rejection. Aligning with them wasn't merely a strategic move, it was a rebellion against the world that had consistently undervalued him. Scar envisioned a kingdom where he, the mastermind, could bring equality or at least ensure those who supported him were rewarded. But at the core, it was his desperation for power and validation that drove him to seek allies in the Hyenas. He promised them food, a home, and inclusion, knowing their loyalty would be critical in his quest to overthrow Mufasa. When did Scar's plan begin? Scar's plan took root long before Simba was born, but the birth of Mufasa's heir ignited the final spark. Simba's rival solidified Scar's place as a forgotten shadow. Any chance of ascending the throne was now gone. Scar's cunning mind began weaving a plan of betrayal. He spent time building trust with the Hyenas, specifically their leaders, Shenzi, Banzai, and Ed. Through calculated manipulation, Scar convinced them that their suffering stemmed from Mufasa's rule and that a new regime would bring prosperity to all. The betrayal unfolded on a fateful day when Scar lured Simba and Nala into the elephant graveyard. While this plan failed due to Mufasa's timely intervention, it served as a rehearsal for Scar's ultimate plot: the stampede that would end Mufasa's life and frame Simba as the culprit. Where did Scar's plan go wrong? Scar's alliance with the Hyenas was built on fragile promises. He underestimated their greed and overestimated their loyalty. While the Hyenas initially rallied behind Scar's vision, their patience began to wane when the Pride Lands fell into ruin under his rule. Scar's leadership, though strategic, lacked the empathy and balance that Mufasa had brought to the Pride Lands. He overhunted the lands to satisfy the Hyenas, leading to a scarcity of resources. The once thriving kingdom descended into despair, and even his most loyal followers began to question his ability to lead. Simba's unexpected return shattered Scar's carefully crafted empire. The young lion, thought to be dead, symbolized hope for the Pride Lands. Scar's manipulation and lies unraveled as Simba confronted him in front of the Pride, exposing the truth about Mufasa's death. Scar's last attempt to blame the Hyenas backfired, as they turned on him, realizing they had been nothing more than pawns in his game. Why did Scar ultimately fail? Scar's downfall was rooted in his inability to lead with the same respect for the circle of life that Mufasa had. While his vision of equality and opportunity for the outcasts had merit, his methods were destructive and self-serving. Scar's failure lay in his isolation. His rule was driven by fear and manipulation rather than unity and respect. And like Mufasa, who earned loyalty through compassion and strength, Scar's alliances were built on fragile, transactional promises. His underestimation of Simba's resilience and the strength of the Pride sealed his fate. Scar's reign was never about the betterment of the Pride Lands, it was about fulfilling his own insecurities and thirst for power. When the foundation of his rule crumbled, so did his dream of domination. Join the Pride. The story of Scar is a powerful tale of ambition, jealousy, and the consequences of unchecked desires. It's a reminder that true leadership comes from balance, compassion, and respect for all. If you enjoyed exploring this Lion King theory and diving deeper into Scar's motives, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more engaging stories and fascinating theories. Let's keep the circle of stories alive, one tale at a time. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.